Every day Prabhupada went on a morning walk, and when Narada Muni lost his mother, he went walking, and it's described in the Bhagavatam how it's good for those spiritual practitioners to just look out and see the world as Krishna's energy is working. And in Hawaii, devotees Prabhupada said they could go to the beach. And then some devotees said, but Prabhupada, it's Maya. Isn't it Maya? Or won't we fall into Maya at the beach? And Prabhupada said that Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that of bodies of water, he's the ocean. And of light, he's the radiant sun. He's the sun. He says, how could you fall into Maya? And even in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Goswami says, just try to observe the Virat Rupa and see how everything's the body of the Lord. So on Japa walks, it's nice to just see Krishna's energies and see how he's everywhere and everything. Om Tat Sat. Any thoughts? Comment? Hi.
There was one. There is part of Bhagavatam where it described in few verses when Narada Muni was traveling, how he passed through different fields and cities and valleys and mines and long list of all kinds of such trivial descriptions. And Sukhadeva Maharaj was delivering lecture on this verse, and I was wondering what he's going to talk about. And then he spoke how actually the material world is the dictionary of the spirit, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, and everything, all forms here, their archetype is the original spiritual form. So everything which we see here is a reflection of something in the spiritual world. So all these things are eternal actually in the spiritual world. That's why always after annihilation and then manifestation, the cycles of the material creation, always they come the same. Again they are trees. Again they are all things manifest because the original, the archetype exists in the spiritual world. And the lecture was in this direction, but everything is actually giving us some kind of glimpse into the spiritual world. Also, it was very enlightening and revealing.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Which way? Who's leading?
This is a big park, and this is National Sport Academy nearby. This is park, and then some sports facilities nearby. So
just take us somewhere.
Yeah.
Lead somewhere.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Where is that place? Okay, let's go this one.
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna. This morning I was listening to Prabhupada and he was talking about how there's different kinds of liberated souls. Muktānām api siddhānāṁ nārāyaṇa-parāyaṇaḥ, su-durlabhaḥ praśāntātmā koṭiṣv mahā-mune. There's millions and millions of sages and different kinds of people who have achieved liberation through knowledge. They've seen the impersonal Brahman and Paramatma. But it's the most rare that someone can understand Bhagavan Kṛṣṇa. And it's only by association with pure devotees. He said, though, only by understanding Bhagavan is there Ananda. And when you have that relationship, you know you have a relationship. And then Prabhupada named the different relationships you could have. You could have as a parent, as a lover, as a friend, as a servitor. And then he started saying, you could be the water in Vrindavan. And he was talking about how once you have that relationship, then that Ananda is unlimited. It's not like he said in the material world, we think Ananda comes from some temporary pleasure. But that's, he said, only lasts for a few minutes. So intelligent people, saṁsparśajā bhogā, they don't appreciate it at all. The sages, he said, Ramate yogano anante satchiranda yaratmani iti rama patenasu param brahma padiyate. That those who understand that real pleasure comes from Rama, association with Krishna, that's the real happiness. And they don't need anything else. Once they taste that Ananda of Krishna, then every other kind of pleasure is insignificant for them. Any thoughts?
Very difficult. I don't understand.
Well, I was looking at Sadbhuj this morning. He's so blissful. He's cute and very effulgent, and everything's there. He's just making himself available through the archa form of the Lord. It's one of the 5 of the most important aspects of the 64 items of devotional service. And if you just see the deity, you don't have to interpret. He's just there smiling and accepting service, and then there's no difficulty because it's just directly you can offer a flower. The beauty of the process that our acharyas have given us. But yeah, in another sense, it's very difficult because one has to meet a pure devotee of the Lord and serve. Anything else?
Prabhupada gave us, fortunately, the books. We are really the richest people on this planet having these books. The treasure of our saṁsparśajā, they spoke Goswami's books and everything. And Prabhupada is saying that even in the first canto, in the very beginning, he's saying that by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, one can taste all rasas. Just by reading or hearing Bhagavatam, all rasas, you can taste them, you can experience them by the mercy of Srimad Bhagavatam, and we have it passed by through the parampara, and it's getting sweeter and sweeter. So we have quite many channels of access to the nectar if we dig.
Okay, I
enough.
thought of another one too. This is perfect because of direct access. Pratyakshavagam dharmyam. And the word for difficulty, because you said it's difficult, is murti. You know, murti means form, and it also means difficulty. So in first canto, 5th chapter, Narada says, "Iti murtyabhidani mantra murtam amurtikam yajate purusham." That's what's normally difficult. It becomes murti, becomes amurtikam. Because when you chant the name, he said then Krishna is directly available. So then he said it's no difficulty. Iti murtya vidanina mantra murtim amurtikam. What's murti, and it's a kind of nice play on words because the form that's normally difficult to understand becomes amurtikam when you chant the mantra. Then directly, he said, you can understand without difficulty.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna. One more. Una más, por favor. Muy chido.
Sarvabhauma Prabhu's treasure house of wisdom.
Let's hear from the treasure house of wisdom.
No, can I say? Yes, difficult, but by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, even the most difficult things become easy. And another saying is, it is difficult until it becomes easy. So if we practice, and if we are steady and consistent and trying, then ultimately we'll be successful.
Haribo.
Haribo.
More? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Iti murtya vidani Rama amurtikam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Masugu ni karuma arimasu ka?
ありますよ。こちらです。
Wants to do Hirari? Or?
ここだけ大丈夫と思う。
Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna.
Colonists everywhere.
There's no engineering degree required. Underneath they have a whole city and highways. They have their rules and regulations and everything. And that's the other thing I heard Prabhupada saying. Tasyaiva heto prayate to kovido nalabhite yad brahmatam uparida. Talabhyate dukkhavat anyata sukham kalina sarvatra gabhira ramasa. That everybody, every living being gets an intelligence and a quota how to live in the material world. And so when you come to the human life, then you don't have to worry, because you said the animals are getting all of their intelligence to build a house and a society, and they're also getting all their food. Because these guys they don't have a formal education. But still, and they don't have insurance or nothing. They just have a intelligence from God. And he said, so, quoted that verse and said, you don't have to worry so much about your maintenance, because he said, even if you try really hard, it doesn't mean that you're going to become wealthy. He said, everybody wants that, but look, only a few people get it. So then Narada, he goes on explaining how Narada says, then do try for spiritual advancement, because that's the one thing animals can't do. They're just like us, except for they can't chant Hare Krishna unless Lord Chaitanya comes. Prabhu.
These people also, their power lies in the cooperation. They're social and they have varnashrama, very strong varnashrama. And ants, they can eat elephants and lions and anything. When there are many, they're like river, and they build like big houses and termites and all kinds of things. So they're like powerful guys. So the unity is the force.
They also have good economic sense, because they don't think about summer all summer. They think of winter in the summer, and they have a 401k. That's in America. They have financial investments for the winter time. So when it gets cold, they already know that they have to, as you said, put storage away and everything.
Beautiful.
And then ant philosophy is, if something tries to stop them, they go around it, and they don't stop until they make it. So it's a good philosophy. There's no impediment. The ant, do or die. He goes on the mission, and no stopping for anything. Even if you accidentally step on an ant, he just gets back up and goes, I'm going.
And if they find something nice, they bring their friends.
They get a friend. They tell everyone. They bump noses and say, it's over there, it's over there. Teamwork. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.